Hey North Arkansas, so I'm back again, and for part 2 of this video on how to set up your online donations through EasyTithe. And I was expecting, because when I talked to EasyTithe on the phone a couple days ago, they told me that this could be a week to a week and a half long process to get that merchant application approved. But they were wrong about that. It took almost exactly 24 hours. So that's exciting. For you, that means that you can get this set up in just a couple of days, and you can have this ready to go and by this not this upcoming Sunday, but the next Sunday. So that's great news. So I'm going to start sharing my screen, and we're going to just go through how to set up a form, what to look for on the dashboard that shows where all of your online donations are coming in, how to set up some different funds so that they can designate where their online donations go. That's what we're going to be doing in this video. So I'm going to start sharing my screen real quick, and we're going to start from the very beginning on how to even log in. So we're going to go to EasyTithe, if I can spell it, .com. And then right in the top right-hand corner, we are going to go to Manager Login. Now, I'm already logged in, but yours should pop up where you can put in your email and your password that you created while we were going through the last kind of video tutorial. But after you do that, this page should pop up on your screen. And this is your EasyTithe dashboard. It's going to show you everything that you could want to know to see your online giving trends. You can see number of donors, you can see average donations. You can actually select the overview over however long you want. See right here, and right here you can 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, or 24 months. This right here is going to show you the last 30 days of giving, monthly volume, or new donors that you may have had. But what we're going to be looking at is how to set up a giving form and to get that link so you can put it on your web page, or you can put it on your Facebook page so you can start getting those online donations. So here's actually where we're going to start. We're going to start by setting up multiple funds. And it took me a little bit to figure out how to do this. So I pay very close attention to this. But we're going to go up into this gear in the top right-hand corner. And then we're going to select Fund Management. And right now, everyone should have something that looks like this, and the fund name should be General Budget. I'm going to keep that the same, but I'm going to add a few different ones for the district that's specific to our district. And to do that, I'm going to select Add Fund. And it's going to be a parent fund from the general budget, which means it's just a sub of the general budget. It's going into the same account. So it's going to be a general budget fund, a sub fund name. Let's just pick, MMI. That should be pretty easy. I don't want to mess with keywords or fund code or start date and end date. I just want to select save, because this is going to be a permanent feature on your website. So that's going to load, and that's going to be a sub fund. So let's say that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to make one that was a sub fund of your general budget. But what if you didn't? What if you wanted to have one that was completely different? Well, there would be no parent fund name then. And we would go in and we would create it. And let's do this one for SDMI. And just like with the last one, we want this to be permanent. So we're just going to select save. And this will come up with the fund name of SDMI. Now, we can't leave NYI out, so let's go ahead and create one for NYI. It's just as easy as that. Select save, and NYI is there. Now, I don't necessarily want NMI to be a sub-fund of the general budget. So I'm not going to mess with going through and deleting that right now, but I'm going to go ahead and add a regular NMI fund as well. That way it's not a sub-fund of the general budget. All right, so we're going to go back to dashboard after we've done that. And now we're going to actually set up our online giving form. And I know that I am speeding through all this. Feel free to go back and watch again. Slow it down, pause it, take it really truly step by step. But if you do find yourself needing a little bit more in-depth information, because I'm skimming the surface of what this program can actually do. These are the bare basics, the bare bones of what EasyTithe can offer you, you and your church. But the reason I'm just doing this is because I want to get you started. If you want to do anything more than what I'm showing you, you can contact EasyTithe directly at that 888 number that I shared with you in the last video. Like I said in that last video, they are so extremely helpful. They can walk you through step by step on how to set up these funds, how to build a form, how to even embed this link that we're about to generate onto your website rather than just copying and pasting it. And they can do all of those things for you. And I really don't have much experience with this. I've been learning with you through this process. This is the first time I've been using this EasyTithe platform. So they can go into a lot more in depth with you and answer any questions that you might have. But let's build that form right here. So we're going to go to Forms over here in the left-hand corner. And it's going to pull up this form manager. And now you can do all kinds of things with this. You can do a contact form, event registration, which is really exciting for our district events. We're definitely going to be looking into using that in the future. You can do a prayer request form, even online attendance, or you can just start from scratch and create your own. But we are going to be creating a giving form, and they make it extremely easy for you. Right here, as soon as you click that, it makes a form called Give Now. And then you just hit Start Building Form. And this has everything that I would want in it already. It has the funds where you can choose which fund to donate to with an amount number right beside. You can then add another payment so that you can choose a different fund if you would like to. But let me just check one thing one time right now. So if right here beside My Donation, if you select Configure, this should be the settings for that My Donation page. So I'm going to just select Fund Items. Yes, and just like I kind of suspected, you will need to hit Display All. So that way it displays all of them for the general budget. I'm actually not going to display that subfund. And then the NMI, NYI, and SDMI, and click OK. And that's really all that you have to do to set up this form. Something really cool is that down here at the bottom, they have something that says Preview Form. So let me do that so you can see what it's actually going to look like. So this is the My Donation page. Let's say I want to give to, SDMI. And I want to give $10 to SDMI. And then I want to give, NYI, I want to give $15 to NYI. Right as soon as you put those amounts in those locations, it's going to pop this up down at the bottom, which is you can give through a credit card or you can give through the bank accounts. Something exciting about these bank accounts, if they do give directly from their account, it only charges the church 1% instead of that 3%. So you might make your people aware of that. You're getting an extra, on a $100 donation, you're getting an extra $2 that way. Or they can pay by credit card. It asks for that billing information and they submit. But there's even a way that you can make this gift recurring. So you select that, and they actually have to register for an account through EasyTithe, which is extremely easy to do. We did that in the last one. It's just name, information, email, and password. And they can set up recurring donations for weekly or monthly or however often that they would like to do that. And so make sure that your people know about that. That way, every time that they want to give, they don't have to go and do it, but it will pull from their account and donate it to the church automatically. That's how I give with my own tithe to Greenbrier Nazarene. We recommend that pretty highly because it's easy and you don't have to think about it. You can set your donations and then wham, bam, it's there. So we have this form and we're going to go back and I'm going to save changes. And it's going to ask if you would like to publish this form. And yes, I absolutely would like to publish this form. So it's going to publish it, and as soon as it publishes this form, you're going to see two items here. You're going to see the embed code, which we're really not going to mess with right now, but you're going to also see the public share link. So I'm going to take this link, and I'm going to copy it, and now I can paste it on our Facebook page or wherever it might be. And let's just try it. So whenever I come up here and I paste this page right here, it pulls up this form, this giving form, and you can add things in that settings in that form manager. You can add your logo, you can add more information, you can add text boxes, or whatever you want in there. You can make this look really nice, or it can be as simple as this. But this is all that it takes. And like I just did when I did the preview form, you just walk through that process of adding the donations and the amount, and it really is as easy as that. So I would highly encourage you that if you missed any of these steps, if I was talking a little bit fast for you, go back, rewatch them, walk through this with me. And if you have any questions at all, make sure to call that Easy Tithe number. It's that 888 number that's in the first video that I shared with you. They can answer, like I've said so many times, they can answer any questions that you have. But I just want to encourage you that while there is that 3% off the top for these donations, it is just extremely easy to give. And this is kind of what some of our churches are needing, like I talked about in that last video, to alleviate some of the pressure that we might be feeling because we aren't able to gather in person right now because of the COVID-19 virus. But I want to encourage you that this is exciting, that this is easy to do, and this will help mitigate some of those factors. So I want to let you know that I'm praying for you. I'm praying for our district. I'm praying for our churches, and I'm praying for our pastors. And I love each and every one of you. And thank you so much. And I'll see you again soon.